today's show, we look at the top 3 wipeouts of Redbull Rampage 2015, Mick Flanning's close encounter with a shark, Jamie O'Brien's fire wave, and Cody Townsend taking the drop of his life in one of the most daring backdoor ski runs. Robbie Madsen taking the impossible by taking an MX bike to Tahiti. Up first, Redbull Rampage is one of the most daring and dangerous events in the world, where only the best of the best in mountain biking have the nerve to compete on this breathtaking, hand-sculpted course. Riders must sculpt and perfect their run down the picturesque cliff walls located in southern Utah in the Zion National Park, whilst performing some of the most progressive tricks in their sport, as well as making their run flow as clean as possible. But obviously not all can make it to the bottom. Here are the top 3 wipeouts of the 2015 Redbull Rampage. In at number 3, we have Antoine Bazette, who goes for a double backflip over a 70-foot canyon gap.
One more big feature to go.
Well, he's got such a deep bag of tricks. Which one will he choose? A double backflip.
At number 2, we have Paul Bazagotia, who comes off in his attempt to do a near vertical drop in one of the most major step downs in Rampage.
The style, the fluidity, what's he gonna do? He's getting a lot of speed into this step down. Going really long on that step down that we just saw Thomas Chanel ride. Out of control. Wow, losing control and falling off that ledge.
And finally, number 1, we look at Nikolai Rogatin, who comes off with a major point in the top section of Rampage.
Cam, in all your years, have you ever seen a fall like that?
I agree with Tina. I think that's the most dramatic looking crash I've ever seen in the history of Rampage. To see him get back up, we never want to see somebody go down.
Up next, we take a look at Jamie O'Brien surfing Tahiti, which is a feat in itself, but he decides to take it up a little by setting himself on fire. Let's see what he thinks of it all.
We're in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean, a place called Tahiti, and we're at the end of the road, the most dangerous wave in the world. I'm definitely pretty nervous. You know, there's a big swell on top, and I'm going to be lit on fire in a giant barrel at Chopo. But I'll have great water patrol and water safety, so it kind of, you know, makes me feel good about the whole thing.
Now we've heard it from the man himself. He's been through weeks of training and fire practice. Let's see how the final outcome turned out as he attempted to surf the 25-foot reef break while on fire. From the walls of water that is Tahiti, we now go to the walls of rock that is the Tildillo mountain range in Alaska to see Cody Townsend attempt the drop of his life down a vertical rock passage barely wide enough to walk through. We're going to see this breathtaking run in third person and in first person from his head-mounted GoPro.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Stopping!
We've been to Tahiti once, now we're heading there again, but this time for a completely different reason. I've just had news in that Robbie Madsen is trying something truly impossible, involved in a bike and open water. Let's get to the action and see what's going on.
My life is over. My life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together.
From Tahiti to the shores of South Africa, we head to J Bay, where Mick Flanningh has a close encounter with a shark during his heat. Let's take a look at how that unfolded. We seem to have lost him behind the waves, so let's jump to the boat and get a rundown of it all.
I was just sitting there, I was just about to just start moving, and then I felt something grab, got stuck in my leg rope, and I instantly just jumped away, and then it just kept coming at my board, and I just was kicking and screaming, and wow.
See some teeth? You get some teeth?
I just saw fins. I didn't see the teeth. I was waiting for the teeth to come at me as I was swimming. I was like, ah!
Did you get a couple punches in?
I punched it in the back.
Well, that was definitely a close call, and it's a good job the water safety is on high when surfing at a place with a reputation like J Bay. Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Make sure you follow us on social media, and we'll see you next week for more from the world's extreme sports.